Utilize that space under the seat in front of you so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. So we'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
Brian, go ahead and get our IFR clearance to DCA.
I'll get our IFR clearance to DCA.
Charlotte clearance, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. We have information Lima and would like to pick up our IFR clearance.
I'll have your clearance in just a second. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu, Charlotte clearance, clear to Reagan via the Kilns 5 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000, expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.35, squawk 4533, and we had to change your departure runway to 36 center.
you're in charge of our comms, Brian, and get our pushback and start clearance.
I'll get our pushback clearance now.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Hey Matthew, if you're listening, I'm sidetracked. Trying to get out of here tonight, and picked a shorter flight.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Windshield strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta. 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 Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear.
If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal chip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt.
Operation
To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In
the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits, and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open. See placard instructions inside the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
And ensure that your window blinds are opened for takeoff and landing. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode at this time. Laptops or larger devices should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. In the event that oxygen masks are required, they will drop automatically from the panel above you. Pull the mask firmly towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat or between the seats. To use, pull it out, place it over your head, and fasten the straps. Inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Special life vests for children are available. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. There are 2 exits at the front and 2 at the rear of the aircraft. The nearest exit may be behind you. In case of evacuation, please leave all personal belongings behind and follow the crew's instructions immediately. If a power bank or any electronic device becomes unusually warm, emits smoke, or shows signs of damage, please inform a member of the crew immediately. For your reference, the safety information card is located in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact tower on 118.1, bye-bye. Switching to tower on 118.1, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Charlotte Tower, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Good evening, holding short 36 center, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu, Charlotte Tower, runway 36C, winds 220 at 5. RNAV Munby, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 36 Charlie, RNAV Munby, cleared for takeoff. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
takeoff okay.
Rotate V2.
Positive rate, 0.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact departure on 125.35.
Switching to departure on 125.35. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude,
good evening, climbing
we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha
Your
Zulu,
business and
Charlotte
loyalty
departure,
are
radar
greatly
contact.
appreciated
Climb
by
and
the
maintain
entire
8000,
Delta
turn right, heading 080, vectors
For
to
your
Munby,
safety,
then
it's
on course.
important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough
then
air.
on course. Skyhawk
We ask that
123
you also
Alpha
please
Zulu.
remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these
Skyhawk 3
devices
Alpha
can be
Zulu,
found in
direct
Sky
Munby,
Magazine
then
in the
as
seat
filed,
pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, climb and maintain flight level
Available
220.
beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat
Skyhawk
pocket.
123 Alpha Zulu.
Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact Atlanta Center on 133.15.
Switching to Atlanta Center on 133.15, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Atlanta Center, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Good evening, 15,000 for flight level 220.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu, Atlanta Center, descend and maintain 15,000.
Descend and maintain 15,000, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
Okay, it's better. We are 248 miles outside of DC. arrival wind is 19 from 190 at 5. Temp in DC right now is 7 Celsius. Not that bad, 45. And QNH is 2943.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact Washington Center on 135.2.
Switching to Washington Center on 135.2. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
Yeah, we're in good shape for landing.
Washington Center, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Good evening, climbing through flight level 260.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu, Washington Center, descend and maintain 26,000.
Descend and maintain 26,000. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
I don't know why he's telling me that, because it's got me at flight
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, expect the CAPS 3 arrival, waves transition. I'll have you descending in about 20 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Expecting the CAPS 3 arrival, waves transition, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
We're actually going to go up to the flight level on our flight plan 330 and come back down. We're hitting some weather at the fringe of DC. See how it goes. Let's get a weather report. Clouds broken at 5,000, overcast at 7,000. Altimeter's 2943. Winds aren't bad, they're 190 at 5 knots. Light rain. We're trying to factor that into our runway.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We have some popular items from our menu, including our signature sandwiches and refreshing beverages. After the service, selected items from our shop will be available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention.
I'm not getting a good report on landing in wet weather, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, weather conditions are deteriorating right now in DC. That's where the storm's coming. Yeah. Yeah, this ought to be interesting. descending into some kind of, I think, poor weather. Runway will be wet. Visibility overcast at 5,000. And if they try to get me to ground on 19, I'll divert. We'll divert to Dulles. Out. And it's getting ready to descend. Get ready to slow into our descent speed, which is 280 knots. We'll begin descent probably the next 10 miles. There we go. And it will follow the flight plan for my descent.
Lieutenants, please prepare the cab for arrival.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Good descent, by the way, very controlled. staying in around 280 knots, doing a good job. See if ATC fuzzes at us when they realize we're not going to go runway 19. Check our QNH. Check. 29 or 14.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact Potomac approach on 119.85.
Switching. Potomac approach, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Good evening, descending 15,000. Potomac approach, Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Good evening, descending 15,000.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu, Potomac approach, good evening, Ashland, altimeter 2969er. Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 19er approach into Reagan.
Altimeter 2969er. Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 19er approach into Reagan. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
Alright, we're below 10,000. Zero cockpit. Landing lights are active and front nose lights are active. approach speeds. Okay. Flaps are about to go to 1. Have a procedure turn coming to the left to line up for the runway, and we'll activate approach.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, descend via Caps 3 for the RNAV Yankee runway 19er approach into Reagan, altimeter 29er 69er.
Descend via Caps 3 for the RNAV Yankee runway 19er approach into Reagan, altimeter 29er 69er. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our approach to Washington Reagan National. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to return to their seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the lavatories are no longer available for use. Thank you for your cooperation.
Flaps are at 3, and landing gear will come down at 10 miles out. capture and continue our descent. Hey Trixie, sorry I haven't been focused. We're landing out of DCA. I've not seen a lot of traffic, like, in fact, oh, they're around, just not here in DC. Light rain, just as it said. It's about 10 degrees.
1,000.
10 degrees Celsius.
Throttle. Throttle.
My throttle.
500. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 200.
Autopilot.
100.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
50.
Glide
40.
slope.
30. 20. 10.
Auto brake.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during landing.
Did you know
You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed.
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we
We
reach
invite
our
you to visit
final
Delta.com
parking
for all
position.
your future travel
On
needs,
behalf of
including
Captain
checking in for a
Steve
flight
Good, First
and
Officer
managing your
Brian
spam miles
Song,
accounts.
and the entire crew, we wish you a pleasant stay.
If any of
The
you should
local
have
time is now
questions regarding ground
1:26
transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Flight attendants, prepare doors for arrival, please. Cross-check and all call.
Right. I love that. Cool. Okay. Well, let's go see a replay. It felt good. That one felt good.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, turn right heading 010 vectors for the RNAV runway 19er approach.
Right heading 010 for the RNAV runway 19 approach. Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu.
Neat shot here. good landing. Let's see. I don't know if the gates work. And the answer is, I don't think so. All right. Have a nice evening. I'm going to bed.